Hi, everybody. So here we are going into our third week with our gyms and yoga studios closed here in Canada. And it's intense, eh? So I've been in this industry for so long, I really took for granted the energy exchange that happens between myself and my students when I'm out there teaching. And it's been really tough. And definitely up and down. And I know any yoga teachers and fitness instructors and personal trainers and anyone involved in the fitness industry that is really used to being around so many people and that positive energy exchange that's always happening. I know we're all in this together and we're all feeling it. And so I just today want to share about let's just be real with ourselves. Let's just get it and honor it. I've been on social media more in the last 2 weeks than I've been probably in the last year. But I keep getting pulled in because I'm fascinated by the stories that are being shared amongst my friends and some of the people that I follow, in particular, fitness pros that are really showing a different side of just appreciating how we are feeling and taking our mental health and matching our mental health out with our physical health. So here we are, right, with all of this great time and wonderful opportunity to, do all these great workouts online. There's so many wonderful workouts online for us to be doing for free and paid and otherwise. Please, if you can afford to do so, please pay because you are helping small businesses. That's just a side note. But how do we navigate through all of this? And I have a couple of thoughts. I always have lots of thoughts. But, here's where I started today. It's Monday morning. I put a video out, or I try to put a video out every Monday morning. And kind of woke up a little bit tired this morning. Definitely slept in way later than I usually do. And I kind of had this thought where I was going to just jump on my video with my dirty hair and just be like, here, this is what I'm thinking today. And I totally could have done that. But then I stepped back and thought, what's going to make me feel better? Having a shower, putting some makeup on, getting dressed. And so I did that. And here I am for you. And I'm going to follow this up by actually doing my own workout because I do have a bit of the luxury of time right now. And so as we are navigating our workouts, what is it that's really going to serve you right now? And so, as I said, a couple of things I want you to consider. Are you a full-time fitness and yoga instructor? Should you be taking this time to really heal your body? Do you do a lot of the same work? For me, it's yoga. Where you are basically pushing yourself to overuse injuries, right? So personally for me, when I go and do my workouts, because I do a lot of yoga already, and actually even more so with the live video feeds that I've been doing this last week, I'm actually physically doing the entire class where I usually only do about half of it. My workouts, personal workouts, are going to be strength training, cardio, because that's where I feel like I need to bring my balance up. I'm also doing my stronger workouts in the morning. So I'm shifting gears a little bit. So that was sort of the one thing I wanted you to think about is this a good time for you to balance out your workouts a bit? If you are always going super high energy, super hardcore, maybe this is your chance to practice yoga every day. If you do yoga all the time, maybe this is a chance to put that aside a little bit, still do your daily practice with meditation. Of course, that's a different piece. But as far as a physical workout, maybe, pulling those cans out of your shells to use as weights if you don't have weights, or just, thinking about how to change your workouts out a little bit. And then something else that I think is extremely important, and the last thing I want to share with you, is time of day. And really meeting yourself where you are. And so recognizing that we are having days that are a little bit more elevated, we're maybe feeling a little bit more energized, or maybe we're elevated because our anxiety is a little bit higher, or the opposite where we're much lower, darker, our energy isn't great. I'm hearing stories from some people saying they're sleeping better than ever. Myself, not really. This has been tough for sleeping. And so just monitoring that and, breaking away, giving yourself a chance to break away from your routine to create a new routine this week. And so when we look at an Ayurvedic model of health, Ayurveda is the science of life versus the science of the mind, which is yoga. And it's a sister science to yoga, and it's just as old, if not older, thousands and thousands of years old. But there's a time clock with Ayurveda, and what it is in the day, so between 6 in the morning and 10, it's our kapha. It's a very earthy, grounding time. We're sort of sluggish waking up. We're going about our morning routine, which is usually, at home, having breakfast, getting ready for our day. This is a great time to be doing a more physical-based workout. It helps uplift the energy and sets our energy for the day. The next time slot is between 10 and 2. This is our pitta time. This is when our energy is super elevated. This is usually when we have the most energy of our whole day. This is another great time to do strong physical workouts because it helps burn out some of that energy. And we also have the extra energy to take on those busier workouts. And this could be, again, cardio, strength training, or like a power yoga type practice. Then we go into the afternoon, we hit the Vata period between 2 and 6. This is where everything's sort of airy, ethereal, hard to focus. Still a good time because it's daytime to get in those practices. So if that's where, if you kind of needed all day to work yourself up to be able to do a harder practice in the evening, that's okay. Or this is where we start to shift more in that late afternoon time to thinking, maybe something a little more meditative, maybe something where I can really bring my focus within. Yoga is another great thing to practice, in particular the more meditative parts of yoga. And then as we get into the evening, this is where, for a lot of us, our energy starts to go down again. So we hit that kapha time once again. So it's all cycles. Kapha is from 6 until 10 in the evening. This is when we should be prepping for bed, and ideally we should be in bed. According to Ayurveda, I'm not talking about me right now, but according to Ayurveda, we should be in bed by 10 o'clock. And so before we hit that pitta time again. So in the evening, doing those high intensity workouts, especially right now where there's nowhere else to dispel our energy other than back into our house or back onto our couch, we really need to be doing much softer practices in the evening. Our yin yoga, our restorative yoga, our meditation. This is a great time for it to set ourselves up to kind of take ourselves down before bed. So again, as we're just trying to navigate all of this stuff that's going on and what's best serving us, our routines are completely out of whack. Those are just two of the things that I really want you to consider. What's best serving me? Do I really need to take a break from a lot of the overuse muscles and workouts that I have been doing? And what is best serving me from the time clock? And change it every day. So if last night you didn't sleep so great, getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning and doing a high powered workout is probably not going to make you feel good. And it's also going to lower your immune system a little bit. So just pace yourself. Every day is different. And, while we might be trying to find that space of setting up a good routine for ourselves right now, just really honoring every moment, how we feel, checking in. Sometimes we need that little push, but also sometimes we need to back off a little bit. So good luck with navigating. I will see you next Monday. I will be dropping more blogs, or not more blogs, but a blog. I have missed it the last couple of weeks. I actually have been working probably too hard over the last 2 weeks, putting my energy into it. However, it was really important for me to get some online programs off the ground, which are available on my shop. So they are yoga for mental health. One is for anxiety, one is for depression, and then one is around healing trauma. So those are all on my shop right now, but it was important for me to get those out. And now that they're out, I need to take a break and do what the rest of the world is doing. And just take this time, surrender, and, take each day as it goes. So I wish you well. This was a very long video. Didn't mean to be, but I got no one else to talk to. So here I am. Namaste. Thank you.